Hey, folks, we are back for another episode of It's Consulting Time, where we are always bringing you a plethora of creatives, innovators, and leaders from around the globe. Purpose over popularity is our motto, and we never fail to leave you with joy, jewels, and justice. Let's chat with our special guest. Yo, it's not often that I get this all the time, but this gentleman that took me back home. This gentleman took me all the way back to 102.1 before they even really patented that 102 jams. I got CDK on the mic with me today, and needless to say, he is amazing. He is an Aggie, and
Aggie pride.
I'm gonna let him have it because I love A&T. Anybody that know me know A&T will always hold a special place in my heart. Even though I graduated from Virginia State, I have been a fan of A&T since I was a little girl and always will be. So, oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here. Shout out to you and your family at 102, baby. But CDK on the mic, introduce yourself to the masses and tell us a little bit about CDK on the mic.
Well, I'm CDK on the mic. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, right up the street from A&T. I am a radio personality at 102 Jam, 7 p.m. to midnight every single day of the week. The #1 ranked HBCU host by HBCU Buzz. I'm traveling the world. A Nick Cannon recipient of his full scholarship, so he paid all my student debts. And I am now in school for free. I'm a published author, a radio personality at DTLR in 250 states. 250 stores in over 19 states each Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. Greensboro Swarming NBA host. I've hosted for the Charlotte Hornets before. And everything in between, that's what we do. Warner Music Group as well, marketing rep.
Okay, guys, listen. If you are in Raleigh, Durham, if you in Danville, if you in Greensboro, you in Charlotte, I don't care where you at. Turn on the radio in the car. Don't go on the website. Turn on the dial. Y'all know y'all got some of them old cars. Y'all still got to turn the dial. Turn the dial, 102.1, set the station and listen to CDK on the mic every day of the week, 7 p.m. to midnight, and on Saturdays too, right?
Saturdays, I got a little bit early because we got to get to the club now. So it's 6 to 10 on Saturdays. But you know what I'm saying? We rock y'all each and every day right there.
Yes.
We do.
Yes. All right, so back to the business at hand. All right, tell us a little bit about, we know your radio personality, and we're going to come back to that because I definitely want you to speak to the importance of being a media personality and what that means. But let's talk about this book because you released a book, Building a Brand by Using Your Gift. Talk to us about that.
Okay, so just being a straight parent and just being transparent and honest about everything that I've had going on in my journey. So growing up through elementary school, middle school, high school, I found out that I had attention deficit disorder, which was I just never, when it came to reading comprehension and when it came to just being in the classroom, it was this struggle for me, honestly, truly, up until I got to high school. Well, really middle school and middle school is when I started taking my medication for that. And I started buckling down because I was like, I got to get to college because I'm a first generation college student. So I had to do what needed to be done some way, somehow, right? You know what I'm saying? So I had to find out a way to get my thoughts together and buckle down so I could go to A&T. But the reason why I wrote the book is because I struggled so much in school growing up. And I used to hide that. Like I was a kid, when you popcorn read, I'll read a sentence, call somebody else, man. I would be super quiet so people wouldn't know that I didn't know much when it came to like understanding material in elementary school. And a lot of people, even to this day, are self-conscious about talking about their issues and things that they're not comfortable in. And this is the reason why I took my greatest struggle and I turned that into what has now put me on national television and told my story to tell other people and become a motivational speaker and talk to other middle school, high school, elementary school kids that go through the same thing that I'm going through and show them if I had struggled reading and I can now write a book, what is your problem and why are you not doing what you need to be doing? So, and that's the #1 reason why I wrote that book. And using your gift, when it comes to that, it's about God has given me the gift to speak and to communicate with people create those uncomfortable conversations is my number one thing that I like to do as a Black man. When it comes to expressing your feelings, that's something that Black men are not. That's not something that's prominent in our community. So I feel like as a Black man that is successful, it's my duty to do so, and that's what this book is about.
Hallelujah! I know that's right. Listen, guys, we're gonna pause. You know, thank you. I'm speaking to you right now as a special education teacher, right? Because I taught high school at one of the best school for football in Henrico County. Shout out to Highland Springs High School in Highland Springs, Virginia, baby. But so many of my babies had the ADDs, the ADHD, and what people don't understand about ADHD is that there are different types of ADHD. So, you know, people are like, well, they not bad. They ain't got no ADHD. You don't have to be bad. What did you say? You were quiet. So when you're quiet, you kind of fall through the cracks, but you took control of it and did the daggone thing. I am so proud of you guys. Listen, pause right now. Go get your children. Go get your grandchildren. Go get your nieces and nephews and run it back and listen to what he just said. Because this could ultimately save your child's academic life. All right. So, you're on 102 Jams. You are an established radio personality. What did that process look like? Like, how did you go from student to radio personality?
Ooh, let me tell you. So, going back to my college experience just a little bit, I was on campus out through all the parties and I did all the campus events. But what I needed to do was break into taking it to the next level, right? Because college day is truly pass away. That's what they always say. So you can't live into that moment and to that time forever. You can be the guy that's popping on campus, but it's like if you don't do anything with that pool of popularity or clout, as they say now, what is that they're gonna do? You change that clout into a following. That's how you can continue to have longevity in this industry. So in my sophomore year, I was looking for an internship and I was actually working with Fresh Empire. And little did I know that my event coordinator, my manager, and the host for Fresh Empire all worked at 102. Me not knowing this at all.
Yeah.
So I'm there. I'm actually working for Fresh Empire, but I wasn't hosting at the time. I was hosting events, but just not that. And I was talking, and we just so happened to start talking about it. I was like, yo, I'm trying to find me an internship, and I was actually gonna go home, scan at somewhere 5. But things happened with that, and I ended up talking to them. And they're like, yo, just apply to 102. We still not knowing they work at 102 Jam. So I'm just like, yo, everybody go to 102. I ain't gonna go to 102. So they're like, yo, just apply. I'm like, all right, cool. So I apply, and I come back the next time we have an event, and they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, you apply to the internship? I said, yeah. So May 15th, 2019, I'll never forget this date. That was the day that we had the intern meeting. I walk in the room, it's the event coordinator, it's my manager, it's the host from Fresh Empire, all at 102 Jam. And they was like, this is the reason why we told you to apply.
What's for you is for you.
It's for you. And honestly, 102 changed my life. And the reason why I say that is because being around other successful people that have already done what I was trying to do showed me there's work to still be done.
Yes.
There, like, you have to keep moving. Like, you're cool in this circle. When you step outside those walls, what does your name stand in the streets? What does your name stand outside social media? Because they came up with social media wasn't a thing. So you had to be on the ground.
There you go. Say, say it one more time. When we came up, it was
no social media. No social
somebody.
media. You had to be on the ground. And even to this day, if your social media doesn't match what your name is in the streets, and I'm not talking about in the hood. I'm not talking about, because I come from that as well. I'm talking about corporate environments, because the industry is small. The industry is very small. Before we just started talking, we named about 3, 4, 5 people that we all knew.
Yes.
Right there. So it's very, very, very small. So
and
making sure that match.
Outdated you. So the fact that you heard about the people that I personally know, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, and you never know. And one thing that you don't want to happen is you not be in the room and somebody says, well, I don't know about such and such. You never know. That person that you think you're cool with might be 10 times closer than with the other person that you're dealing with.
That's it. That's it. God,
So,
and you know something? I'm so glad you made the distinction between the industry and corporate America. You know, it's one of those things where I work in corporate America by day, and this is my platform. This is Lillie Mae, the collective. This is me in my person. But when your name hold weight in corporate America, you get promotions while you out on leave. You feel me? So
exactly.
Trust me, I'm a living witness to how you have to make it do. And then once your name hold weight in corporate America, then you can bring your urbanization into corporate America.
And you can make it look like how you want it to look. And Dan taught me that as well. Everybody has a personality. Like being a radio personality is one thing, but like them teaching me how to make my personality a living and being a businessman. You know what I'm saying? Like as Jay-Z say, you know what I'm saying? So people like Dot, people like Big Mo, people like Marky Mark. Marky Mark is the one that actually taught me to run the boys. He was the host of Fresh Empire. So and he was the young jock there. So at the time, Marky Mark was I'm be honest, he was the only jock on the 30 when it came to like full timers. So I was running the board for him at night. And I was staying there while I was interning. Now this is the big part. I gave up, I had to sacrifice. So I didn't have a job for the summer, so I could be at 102 Jams, 5 o'clock in the morning till midnight when Marky Mark is working. Then be in there with Showdown overnight and be back in the station at 5 o'clock in the morning the next day. Wasn't getting paid, didn't matter. That's not what it's about. Because the money that you make today, you can hustle today. But if you really have a skill and you really have a craft and you study your craft and you perfect your craft, you will have a career.
That's
it. And that dollar that you hustle for today, that's cool. You're gonna spend it. You're gonna spend it. So just making my name, getting out there, and I didn't have a job. And I was interning from May 15th to October 6th, 2019. Now, this is the reason why I remember this is how you know you really can't. You did put the dates written down, you know, because I was sending cold air checks to Big Mo. And this is when Big Mo worked. Of course, he worked 10 to 3. So I mean, his shift is weird. So you don't really see him like that. Yep. And Mo, people that know Mo don't go in unless Mo do his shift and what Mo need to be doing. So he doesn't say much. So I don't really know him like that. And he's seen me at events, and there was a couple of events that we had by ourselves, and remotes and whatnot. And we're talking here and there. And I'm sending him cold air checks, and he not emailing me back. He not saying nothing. So I'm like, we're not really hiring. He like, then one time he sent me some notes. This is like maybe the third air check I sent him. He sent me some notes. Then I keep sending him stuff. He's still not responding. So one day, he like, hey, CD, come see me when during my shift tomorrow. And I come. He like, ready? Like, ready for what? I'm thinking he like about to go on a remote or something. He like, nah, you're gonna be on air tonight. I'm like, okay. He like, yeah, you're gonna do showdown shift from 12 to 2. So my hands sweating, my palms sweating, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Let's do it. So I'm doing showdown shift for 3 days, and he's like, ready? He says it again. So I'm like, what we doing? Like, okay. I got my first weekend shift. 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. And this is live, y'all. This ain't no voice tracking. This is live in the studio overnight. Mind you, I'm still in school, right? So I'm filling in. Sometimes the showdown don't come. So I'm going from midnight to 6 a.m. in the morning, going to class at 8 o'clock, coming back to the station, doing whatever remotes we have, and doing it all over again. Every day. But at this point, I'm officially on air now. Yeah. Even though it's the graveyard shift, as we like to call it, where superstars are made. Everybody came through that point. So I'm doing that. And my first big moment, I guess, with 102 as a personality was I did a New Year's countdown. So I was like on air as the first jock in 2020. Okay. So I felt like I'm the youngest jock bringing us into the next decade. I mean, I'm corny. I believe in all of that. So I'm like, yo, I'm the youngest jock bringing us into 2020. The 2020s are mine. Like this is me. Okay. This is them bringing CDK, and I'm making videos. I'm doing all of it. So March 20th, 2020 rolls around. I'm at an event for the station, and people not showing up. So I'm like, yo, like, what's up, y'all? Like, what you doing? I was like, oh, y'all, they didn't tell you it was canceled? I'm like, no. It was like, all right, you're gone. I was gone. I get another call from Coach. You know what Coach does. When Coach speaks. He's like, hey, CDK, I regret to inform you that we had to let you guys go due to the pandemic. And yeah, I got fired on my day off, y'all. Well, I didn't technically get fired, but I got let go. When I said my heart was torn, this is why I'm still at T. And they sent out an email that we have 3 days to move out, and we had to be at home. So all my club events got canceled. All my campus checks are cut. I don't work at 102 anymore. All my extracurricular outside activities that I was doing to pay my bills, because hosting was paying. At that point in time, I was making enough to where I could live by just being who I am as a personality.
Absolutely.
All of that snatched away. But what didn't get snatched away? Rent, pay for your car. So I had to make it do what it do. Needless to say, in between the pandemic, it was a competition that was ran through HBCU Buzz. The number one ranked HBCU host, which was 20 personalities, interview hosts from all over the nation. I ended up winning, and from there, I signed with Warner, and the rest is history. But coming back around to November 1st, 2021, I got another call. Actually, I was in Texas in October, and it said, CDK, we want to be the first part. I want you to be the first part-timer we bring back. And I was the youngest jock at the time leaving the station, and the first jock to get brought back. And now, February 1st, 2022, I've been on radio consecutively for over 113, 14 days and counting. And now we're just waiting on that full-time contract. And we're here.
You already got it. Listen, you already got it. Yo, like, I'm just sitting here looking at you, right? And I see that same excitement that I saw from Terrence J back in the day when he was coming up to Danville and he was hosting our basketball championships and tournaments. And you know, when I listen to you talk about the different shifts, see, Africa was way before your time. Like Kyle Centennial, B. Dot, all of them. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, you are amazing. This is the thing about 102 Jams. Everybody that comes through 102 Jams does something. So you already know that you're there. 102 is that station. 102 will always be that station. That is the only station that I still listen to faithfully when I'm coming back up that way. If I'm driving, I can't wait. If I'm going from Richmond to Danville, I can't wait until I hit like South Boston so that 102 Jams pick up. You feel me? So CDK, wow. Listen, guys, we having a whole homecoming in this interview. And it is what it is. But what I need you to do is a couple of things. I need you to go and follow CDK on the mic. I need you to check him out every day of the week from 7 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard at 102jams.com. Or if you're in the car, turn them on the radio. Also, purchase the book, Building a Brand by Using Your Gift. Guys, CDK is a trailblazer in the HBCU community. And he definitely is going to take this entertainment industry by a monsoon, not a storm, by a monsoon. Because he going to whoosh. That's what we're talking about. CDK, let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
At CDK on the mic on all social media platforms. At CDK on Clubhouse. We're going to get back on Clubhouse this summer coming up, right? Because Clubhouse is what it was. Twitter at CDK on the mic 2 times. I got my other Twitter suspended. You know what I'm saying? We'll get that back soon. 2 times. And YouTube at CDK on the mic as well. You can see a little bit of my game reels and interviews and whatnot. And I'm not on TikTok, y'all, but Hip Hop DX, you can listen to my voiceovers and watch my exclusive interviews. And yeah, other than that, I'm on social media. Just type me up. Look me up on Google too. We all got.
Listen, it's feel good when you can say Google me. And look, see, you can Google his name. See, okay, we ain't gonna go there because y'all know I be coming for. But listen, this is the future, guys. You know, I'm always bringing you creators, innovators, and leaders from around the globe, but it feels so freaking good to bring somebody on from the triangle in the triad and making it do what it do in triumphant ways. Guys, it's your girl Lillie Mae rocking out with CDK, and we out.